Long ago, deep in the Appalachian wilds, a group of drunken misfits joined forces to play Dungeons and Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. So gather up your dice, your manuals, and your livers, and join us on a quest to make absolute fools of ourselves. This is Botched, a D&D podcast.
Hey everybody, this is Dennis, the world's most okayest DM. The intro that you just listened to was from one of our podcasting friends, Kurt, who tragically lost his life about a week ago now to a drunk driver. And it has come to a complete shock to everybody who's ever known Kurt, and he was one of the best people I ever met. I could go on and on about all of his amazing attributes, his voice, his kindness, his dark humor, but none of it would really do it justice. I've been sitting here trying to figure out the right words to say for this little clip at the beginning of the episode, and to be honest, I'm a little bit at a loss for words for this. So the only thing I'll say is do yourself and do us at Botched a favor and just tell the people that are close to you that you love them, because you don't know when they won't be around anymore. We're going to miss you, Kurt. Hopefully you're in a better place.
Previously on Botch, meow.
We found out that this cute little thing called Slay Puffed could eat people and gain its memories, but it has the vocabulary of a child, so we have to work with psychologists to improve the way it speaks to us. What? Soft sciences. They're
Dad,
not just...
why did you take Slay Puff to live on a farm?
It's not still dead. Alive?
Yeah, but it's not with us anymore. They amnestetized us.
Too sad to die. Welcome back, junior researchers, to the 38th episode in our 9th season of Botched.
Oh my god.
Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be starting a little while after we left off last time.
Nope, I don't remember that cat. It's not mine. Keep it outside.
This one.
That's my cat.
Starting off in our normal site number 1 with our just super qualified researchers.
Yep.
As they've been called to a meeting by a Dr. Montauk.
Oh, no!
So there I was in Bar Harbor, right?
Yeah.
And
he's just lurking.
I was slurping down these oysters, and in walks two stadies.
Okay,
right?
How did those oysters feel? Jiggling down
like
your
salty
throat.
snot in my mouth. I fucking love it, right? And I was
nothing like a nice fat wad down your throat.
Nothing really gets my juices going unless I get a couple oysters shucked right down my throat.
Dr. Montauk is literally standing in the shadows of the room, and you just see the outline of his glasses, and you just feel as though holes are being burned in the side of each of your temples.
I'm sorry. Is it 10 already? Is it time for the meeting to start?
Yeah.
It's 10:03.
I'm in the room.
We're late.
Therefore,
this could have been a letter chain.
I don't trust you guys to not let letters get out of this area. I already don't really trust you enough to go do what needs to be done, but since we're a little short-staffed, I'm told I have to rely on each of you.
Since we started this, we've successfully contained, literally, ones of
tens
anomalies.
Even.
Almost 10 anomalies.
Would you like a pat on the head? Is that what you're looking
I'm
for
just
here?
arguing for my men. My men are doing a great job out there, and I'll not have you talk bad about them, sir.
Yeah, it's a shame about those ones that were out there looking for my brother that never made it home.
Yeah, I mean, bad things happen every day.
What?
Son or brother?
What'd I say?
Brother, son?
Yeah, it's brother.
All right, I thought he was his son. That
No,
went missing.
in the episode, I fucked up and called him a nephew.
Nephew.
Then I fixed him and made him brother, and now you
Hey.
got me putting son in my head.
Frankenstein, if you read the dossier before the meeting, you would know. what the agenda was.
Yeah, what is the agenda?
Hold on that thought real quick, Montauk. Please enlighten the entire party since I failed to read this dossier of what it contains.
Dr. Montauk is going to bring us up to speed on the current situation with the Hanged King and tell us to go do a thing.
His eyes are like drills through your skull.
That's okay. I've had like 6 Budweisers already. I don't feel nothing. But I'm ready to hear.
Almost none of that was accurate.
Well, you know what? He didn't read the dossier. He tried to grill me on.
Swish.
Count it. Good job, Montauk.
Swish.
You're the Kobe of the SCP Foundation.
So if you had read the dossier, I am still looking for
Don't let him get in a helicopter then.
children of the Scarlet King.
I'll start over.
The
We were
cultists.
laughing all over you.
I'm trying to save his life.
We're Time Lords.
I saw some sort of endless library.
You
That's
just
what I took
feel
away.
as though the heat is being sucked out of the room towards Dr. Montauk a little bit. So it's very
You have
chill.
my undivided attention.
You are going to be sending a task force to try and get these cultists for me. Okay? I've learned that there is a meatpacking facility. Consummate professionals, you guys are. In Chicago. There are cultists reported being in there, and I want you to go in and get me these children of the Scarlet King. And I want you to bring back the leader alive. Not dead, alive. I need to talk to him.
Well,
Is that the instructions clear enough?
Crystal
Crush
clear.
the meatpacker union. Got it.
Doctor, don't you worry. I'm going to put my best men on it.
Yeah,
Your best men or hobos from a
Well,
train
I
station?
am over the
jerking
military
off for
branch of this
gasoline?
operation. The mobile task forces function under my jurisdiction, yes.
Yeah, I shot some guns with these guys. They're pretty fucking rad.
Once.
I don't know them at all, so that should be qualifying enough.
Yeah, these are my friends.
Well, report back once you've brought back the cultists. And he just saunters on out of the room.
He's got a weird obsession with that goddamn cult.
Right? Like, I thought he was going to tell us to crush the unions, but he wants us to... I glazed over. I told him he had my attention, but I was
The
thinking...
folder that he gave you has images of the meatpacking facility. It's just outside of Chicago. Called,
What was this, like, Upton Sinclair? I can't read this.
You know how you can tell that Dr. Montauk was never in the military? He's not already making jokes about his dead brother.
To be fair, they never found the body. They don't know if he's dead.
You know what Dead
Or
Toby
his missing
liked?
brother.
Hey, Lieutenant Commander Moosh, you know what my dead brother Toby loved?
What's that?
Being alive. What a fucking idiot. Crashed
Nice.
his cruiser.
Gas is just coming into the room. No. So it's at the Danforth meatpacking facility just outside of Chicago. And and so who are you sending to go figure out or to go engage those cultists?
Lieutenant Colonel Moosh, take it away.
I'm putting in a call to MTF Sigma 61, Rogan's Heroes.
Okay.
Lieutenant Rogan reporting.
All right. Who else is going on this mission?
Hello, yes, true patriot, it's me, Lieutenant Glenn Hudson.
What kind of name is Hudson?
It's Glenn Beck's middle name.
Who the fuck's Glenn Beck?
I'm sorry, it's Rush Limbaugh's middle
I was
name.
gonna say, I was like, I know you're being somebody, but I don't know which one. Kind of all blend together. Steve, who are you?
All the way from Texas, Alex Stones.
Great.
And together we are Rogan's Heroes.
Rogan Heroes. Blah, blah, blah.
We got a frog
That's
patch.
the 18, you dumb fuck.
That's why I went. Blah, blah. It's with trombones. That's different.
Those don't sound like the happy trombones of patriotism.
They're not. There's no such thing. All right, so they send you guys out that way, and you notice when you arrive on scene that there are a number of police cars already outside of the meatpacking facility with the lights on, but you don't see any of the coppers there outside.
I've heard about these places. They're called black sites. All right? The police are working for the feds, and they take people, and what they do is they take people, they take children, and they put them in giant blenders and break them up into like a slurry. And then they put them in soylent bottles, sell them back to you.
And if they were doing that, wouldn't it be right for us to storm the facility and rescue those children?
There's nothing more dangerous to democracy than these alphabet societies, working in between the shadows of the government, keeping the common people down.
I also hate letters.
I'm going to go up to the door.
It's open.
2x2 formation.
Inside.
Okay. You can hear distant gunfire going on in this abandoned meatpacking factory.
Obviously, I can identify what kind of weapons are being used.
Sounds like a mixture of pistols, shotguns, and maybe even a couple of rifles.
Is there a catwalk here in this meatpacking factory?
Roll me.
I almost said distillery.
Roll me a perception check.
We distill meat.
That's right.
The finest distilled meats.
Ham vodka.
Isn't that what Jägermeister's made out of? Steer blood. 19.
Yes, you notice that there is a catwalk above. It's pretty dark in here. It's not like pitch black or anything, but it's a little dark. And you notice off to the far left of where you're located, you see a set of stairs that goes up to the catwalk, and looks like it goes the length of the building.
Going towards the gunfire.
Okay.
No, I'm saying the catwalk goes towards the
in the direction, yeah.
I'm going to run up those stairs.
You're at the entrance.
Wouldn't it be over if we just took the high ground?
I go upstairs.
Okay, so you get up on the catwalk.
We head into the lion's den of big meat.
Okay, so you're up on the catwalk. As you trek further towards gunfire, you hear two different layers of gunfire, I would say. Some are very close by, down below you, and some are still sounding distant, almost like they're on a different floor of the building. But right below you, you see there are a number of police officers that are behind metal containers and things like that, firing at what looks like cloaked figures. They're wearing black hoods and cloaks, and those are the ones that have the rifles over there, the black cloaks. Some of them have pistols, but most of the rifles. The cops have pistols and shotguns.
Well, since I'm really short, I'm going to try to sneak further on the catwalk. We're catwalking very quietly.
You're 5'2",
obviously.
aren't you?
And we're all
He walks
smoking-
like a monkey.
We're all holding a cigar, but it's not lit.
Okay.
And I'm going to sneak above and behind. Like, I want to get a good angle on these
Yeah,
places.
this catwalk is probably a solid 15, 20 feet above the floor below.
I stealth with what level are we? 5 plus 2 plus 5. I got a 14 stealth to try to get above-ish these robed figures so I can take better aim at them.
Unfortunately, somebody happens to notice when they glance up and they notice you shiftily moving down the catwalk.
With my gun above my
That's
head.
right. And so someone that you see that they point you out, and they're like, up there on the
I
catwalk.
shoot him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll to
Yeah,
attack.
on the catwalk.
On a catwalk.
Do a little shot.
Yeah, that's a
on
song.
the catwalk.
I got a 15 to hit this guy
Yeah, no, you hit him. Let's
with my military rifle that I have.
That is obviously silenced.
Suppressed. Anyway.
Did they have suppressors at that time?
Steve?
Do we have to Google everything? It's a different dimension than the one we live in.
Probably not very effective.
Okay, so
Blam!
yeah, it hits him in the hand where he's pointing at you, and his hand gets blown off. He's like, fuck! We're up on the catwalk!
I shoot him again
Okay.
with a 12.
Yes, this will barely hit.
Yes. Should I get to roll damage this time?
Sure.
Minimum damage 5.
You shoot him in the right foot, and his foot explodes through the cloak, and he starts
He's
hopping.
done.
My toes! My toes!
So he doesn't have a hand and he doesn't have a foot. He's probably done.
Sure.
He probably gets disadvantaged.
I'm sure the meatpacking facility that we are in is sterile, and he definitely won't get a disease from hopping around on the
Oh,
ground.
it looks like this place has been out of use for a long time, so...
He's bound to get a staph infection.
Because the commies tried to take over with the Union, and they shut it down, as it should be.
Sure. All right, so then, are the other two of you, are you staying stealthed, or are you... Okay, roll...
I'm looking up the history of suppressors.
Okay, we'll roll stealth.
I rolled a 21.
You're very sneaky.
So they only see me?
They only see
They
you.
see the littlest guy.
Yeah,
Littlest guy with the biggest mouth.
that's right.
I might as well light my cigar then. Free action, light my cigar.
I trained myself in the jungles of Minnetonka, hiding from the lizard people that run this world economy.
The jungles
Man,
of
you are
Canada?
out there.
Yes.
Okay.
The Collins elite.
Technically a rainforest.
You'll
Yeah,
learn.
there were suppressors around. The firearm suppressor was developed in tandem with the car muffler. Uses the same technology.
Oh, nice.
Just
So, yeah.
a metal tube? Just a fucking metal tube?
Metal tube that catches gas.
Nice.
Nice. Roll me a stealth check, Steve.
I'm so stealthy. Look at me, natural 20.
You both of you, quiet like a
Hand
shadow.
in hand,
Yeah.
saving
Just
America.
one dingus up on the catwalk.
I've got all the
apparently.
views, and they can do the actual work.
Yeah.
To
So
defeat the shadow government, you must become the shadows.
sure. What are the other two? What are you guys doing?
We are gonna look for somebody who looks like they're the head cultist in charge.
Roll perception.
The HCIC.
Yes.
How about that?
16.
19.
Hey.
A good perception roll. It's gonna be good.
All of them
good episode,
look
y'all.
the exact same in terms of what they're wearing. Black, like plain black cloaks, like full body cloaks. There's nothing you could differentiate from any of these particular cloaks.
Hunting
Any of them look
suffers.
like they're hanging a little extra dong.
Standing up a little straighter,
I mean, they go all the way to the floor.
a little bit buffer.
They
mean,
go
there are
all the way
different
to the
sized
floor.
dudes.
God damn.
They're not
Shoot
like
the tall ones.
I'm not gonna shoot anybody.
Everybody goes all the way to the floor, by the way.
okay.
This is a meat packing facility.
Okay,
It's not in use.
It is with these hogs.
it's true. It's true.
I am your commanding officer, and
What are you
I
guys
order
doing?
to shoot.
I'm going to continue to stealth
Okay.
as I hear gunfire in the distance. Correct.
I'm
So-
sneaking across the catwalk so that I can flank the cultists.
So you could see. So where you're located, you're about halfway into the meatpacking facility. It doesn't sound so much like the gunfire is like further away,
on a
like
different floor,
horizontally. It's on a different
Yeah,
floor.
it's up top.
No, below. You're already up top. Like the only up top would be on the roof.
See, that wasn't
and you didn't hear any
We're dumb.
gunfire up on the roof. So
Well, the catwalk comes down at
yeah,
some
it
point.
comes down.
yeah, it goes back down on the other side.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to be doing
All right. So you could
with
come
Alex
down
Stones.
behind if you want. You could go down the catwalk on the other side since the cultists don't see you,
And
then
I'll
you'd be
shoot them in
behind
the back heroically.
Sure. Roll me one more stealth to make sure you
Patriotically.
get behind them.
It's a 4.
Okay.
You also let your
I
cigar.
botched.
Okay.
Too much protein, boys.
All right. So both of you,
My
make
super
it to
male
the,
vitality doesn't allow me to be, quiet.
They
fair.
hear your erection
It's the
as you go
farts.
down the
Yeah.
stairs.
You
You,
make-
you want to shoot him in the back?
you make it to the end of the catwalk. You get down the stairs. You're very quiet. It's very quiet. You're sneaking up. You're like 10, 15. You're like 15-ish feet away from these cultists, and you're like readying the shot. And both of you trip over a series of paint cans.
Oh.
And just and you like slip. Well, mostly Alex Stones slips and falls, but both of you just make a bunch of noise, like whoopsies. You shoot yourself?
No,
What?
Right? No, don't
No.
worry about it.
I didn't
No, you
even have my
didn't
gun
roll high
out.
Trying to kill me?
No. So yeah, so then the cultists are alerted of you two behind them, so they know they're flanked. And they're starting to like try and retreat in a different direction.
Is there any doors over on this side?
It looks like there is an exit door, but it's like sealed up. Like there's a bunch of shit on it, so that people can't open it.
Should we give him a
Those
like?
cultists, as they're retreating, are attempting to shoot at different intruders. What's your ACs?
12.
12.
I mean, unless we're wearing bulletproof flak jackets.
I figured you'd be wearing flak jackets, probably.
15.
Your MTF, so 15. Okay. Plus you're up, so you get A little bit of AC.
Yeah.
Plus
My
one.
AC is
Plus one.
13.
Okay. So,
I get a +3 for the Constitution.
Rogan up top on the catwalk. The bullets are whizzing by. They're hitting the bars around you, but none of the bullets are getting extremely close to you.
Well, I mean, luckily, I'm hanging off of the catwalk.
Now you're hanging off the
Yeah,
catwalk.
no, I said I was before.
Never, ever said those words.
I've always been hanging off the catwalk, like a fucking chimpanzee.
I mean, if you want to hang off the catwalk, that actually
With one arm.
gets rid of that AC, and then you get hit by all the
No,
bullets.
I never said that.
Oh, okay.
I'm on the catwalk.
Yeah, okay. That's what I fucking thought. So all the bullets hit the bars around you, but you don't manage to get hit. Unfortunately, your compatriots to the other side, they will be getting hit by bullets.
These fucking idiots.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Oh, okay.
No.
All right. So, Glenn Hudson gets shot right in the chest, and it happens to pierce through his...
Constitution. Nothing can pierce the
It
Constitution.
pierced right through his
what's your
constitution.
Constitution score.
Hits you in the chest for 14 damage. Meanwhile, Alex Stones, since you fell down, they shot you right in the thigh, in your
Ow!
right thigh, and it goes
That's
all
my
the way
favorite
through.
thigh.
Yeah, and you're gonna take 4 damage. So yeah, so they're continuing to back up towards what looks to be a set of double doors. Kind of looks like a stairwell probably behind them. Oh no.
What?
You're making the face like
I got
something funny.
I
Yep.
do.
Should we do initiative now?
Yeah. Roll initiative.
Mo Rogan got a 10.
10.
Fuck you. Roll off. 11. No, that's a 17, sorry.
17.
Fuck your shit.
9.
13.
2.
Get fucked. For the 10 spot, we're fighting.
Who won?
I did.
Okay.
So I'm 10.5, and he's 10.
So first up will be the bad guys because they rolled better than 10. I only rolled
What did the
one.
police roll?
Oh, that's right. There are police.
They've
You
been
said
just
there was
like,
40 of them.
Way better than all of them.
Let's go.
40 of them.
let's go Popo.
They rolled a 19.
I thought you said there were like 50 of them.
I never. Okay, the number just keeps getting
like
bigger.
85
There's like
of them.
30. There's like 30,000. It's a small army.
They had themselves a RV, I believe you said.
That's right.
Yeah.
6 RVs.
But the quarterback is toast. So the police continue to move up, and they continue to fire on the now no longer covered bad guys.
All 40 of them?
Yeah, all 40 of them. Unfortunately, I did not roll above single digits for any one of those cops. One of them
Yeah.
botched, actually.
They're level 5, right?
Yeah.
So they get a +3, and their dex.
That-
So like
Doesn't
a
matter.
single digit 9 would be a 14.
No.
Matters a little.
It was 1, 3, 4, 7.
That's only 4 guys. You rolled 10 at a time? Just
The other
asking
guys-
questions.
Gun jams. Those 3 do hit.
We had the roll off from Rorikstead.
So, the police fire on the ones that are retreating, and they hit a few of the cultists, but it seems like they're just doing minor wounds. Hits them in hands, legs, things like that. Not like chest or head wounds or anything like that. They're wounded, but they're still able to retreat.
Brother's gonna kill me and he's 6'10".
Then it'll be the bad guys.
Because the police went.
Let's see.
And we're short.
This one's for the police. Gonna hit.
Sometimes you want
One's
to
for
say a
Tristan,
word.
misses. This
But you
one's
can't,
for Phil's
'cause of the
character,
timing.
hit.
And sometimes cunt is the right word.
Cops sustain minor damage, as does Phil's
have it.
character.
I don't want to.
Only one and a half shots in there.
That's fine. I'm waiting for my mushrooms to kick in.
You get shot in the hand for, unfortunately, I rolled max damage, 13
I
damage.
lost my
hand.
entire fucking hand.
Which one?
It was your
You know what?
50-50.
Just roll. Yeah, roll a d4.
right hand.
Oh God damn
It
it!
puts it on the
Good
die.
thing you're
Which
left-handed.
hand it is, and leg, and foot.
You're left-handed though. So
I am
yeah.
a southpaw.
So your right hand is blown clear off as they make it all the way into the stairwell. Then it will be the better 10. 10.5.
10.5. Is there a cultist who is
Robin.
closer to the exit than all the other ones?
I mean, yeah, there's one that's at the front. Yeah, because they
So-
just entered into the
So I'm going to
stairwell.
shoot him.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Where is the stairwell? Like, if this is
So if you were going down the catwalk.
yeah, well, no, the stairwell. Look at a rectangle, right?
Yeah.
You've got the cops on one side with Tristan.
Yeah.
You got Steve and me on this side.
It's top north.
So over here. Or
North
towards
is
the
up.
police.
More like the middle of the building. It's
So
like
when they have to enter and exit somebody's like a zone for a
So like there's a catwalk stairs, and then there's like
no, because it's all range
the
attacks.
exit. There's the
you're thinking of attack of opportunity. That's
yeah,
physical.
All right,
Like you got to be in physical range.
fair enough.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna shoot the one. I'm gonna shoot the one that's closest to the exit to create maybe a block.
Okay.
Fuck you, bud.
Fuck you, mother.
Fuck you, bud.
13 and
The hits.
a 12.
Hits. Barely.
Yes.
All right. The first shot, 11 damage.
Okay. That's gonna hit him. Right in the head.
Dead.
His head explodes out the back of his cloak, and he flies backwards into the rest of the group. And oh, wrong die. High-low.
Hi.
It does not knock anybody else down,
Okay.
but it does fall down in the midst of the group. So the rest of them are in the stairwell, but you can still see them.
And then since the second shot, I would obviously aim at somebody else after I blew that guy's head off.
Okay.
Does 6 + 3, 9 damage.
Okay. Also headshot. And so his head explodes.
High-low?
Goes down. High-low.
Hi.
I rolled the exact same thing last
Bullshit.
time. A 1. So no. You get nothing.
All right, so I killed 2 dudes.
Yes, 2 dudes are
And
dead.
then I'm going to move towards the stairs for for the single move.
All right, you can basically get to the end of the catwalk
Yeah.
on your turn.
I'm sorry, before I commit to that, how high up is this catwalk?
15, 20 feet.
I'm jumping down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cannonball, baby.
Roll athletics.
My best stat.
Because I'd like to remind you what happened on a previous episode where someone turned into a pancake. What was it?
4 on the die, but I get a +4 and a +3, so 11.
Okay.
Above average,
that's
slightly
fair.
above average jump off of a 10-foot cat.
Roll the body die.
Oh, there's no point for that. You do an okay job. You hit and just crumple into a heap. And since you rolled not great, you're going to take a little extra damage from falling.
I'm going to say, Chicago's finest, advance!
Take 13. fall
13 damage?
13 fall damage.
For,
It's a d6 for every 10 feet.
and I went 10 feet?
I said, what?
15 to 20.
Yeah.
It's 2. And then I said you take extra because your roll sucked.
I'm fat. 11 is not bad. 11 is better than
An average person jumping off a 20-foot catwalk. Yeah.
How's it 20 feet now?
I said 15, 20.
Fucking deep
Onto
state.
concrete.
Yeah.
On the concrete.
The softest of all creeks.
Exactly. So anyways, you take 13 damage.
Constitution Crete, yeah.
That's right.
Your
And there's nothing we love more than the Constitution.
your pelvis is fractured. No. So, yes. So now you're down on the floor.
Yeah, I'm prone, so I'm harder to shoot. It was all part
I
of
don't
my
follow
plan.
those particular rules, but
I get a +2 to AC for being prone.
yeah, that's
From
the
ranged
rules in the
attacks.
book.
Yes.
I don't do that.
Okay.
I find you to be easier to hit if you're just laying on the ground, not very far away.
It's not true.
Okay. Phil, let's go test it.
Smaller target.
Go lay out in the street and we'll shoot at you.
I'm
then
not
stand
allowed to legally own a gun because
you're
of my
not.
sadness.
I'm going to shoot at you.
Because they taste too good.
Oh, okay, that's fair. So, then it will be lesser good 10, which is
Glenn Hudson.
Glenn Hudson.
Well, Glenn, I killed 2.
Ah!
Yeah, your hand is like a shrimp cocktail, so.
All right. I guess I'll double move up to the door.
Okay.
And
There's 2 dudes in there.
Are you making a human shield?
no, I'm going to stand to the back
side.
of the wall. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. You gonna attack?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be up. I just want to be near them. I want to smell their musk.
I'm going to take a shot with my gun.
Okay.
Combat shotgun,
Critical 20. Yes.
Nice.
Thank you.
which is 18 plus your dex mod damage.
This is a shotgun?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. What are you using? Pistol, rifle?
A rifle.
Okay. So it's a 2d10, so 4d10?
Or 2d10 times 2, if you want to be faster. 24 is what he said.
24. So you turn around the corner and pop, 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 hit this guy in the chest. Well, let's see. I can scroll where he goes. Yeah, hit the guy in the chest, and he ends up hitting the railing, and just you get the squibs going off, and he falls over the railing, and you hear as he falls down the stairs.
It sounded a lot like the Wilhelm scream.
Cause it's more like a Wilhelm shriek. Then
That's my turn.
we have Alex Stones.
Still his turn.
All right, so I'm going to get up off the ground.
I moved twice. I can't shoot
every
twice.
man. Oh, I'm sorry. You get to shoot twice?
Did you move twice?
I moved
He
twice.
shot once.
I moved to the door.
Yeah, that's one. And then you shot.
So I can
take
shoot
the shot.
again?
I thought you already shot twice. Oh, that was a
No,
crit
shot
20.
once.
Sorry. Yeah, no, you get a shot.
I miss.
Okay. That one you just stay behind the door and fire wildly inside and mess the one guy that's there. All right, Alex Stones. There's
All right.
one guy in that
I'm glad those
stairwell.
bullets missed me.
So as every red-blooded American man should, I pick myself up by my bootstraps, get up off the deck, and I grab my dart gun, my tranquilizer gun,
Okay.
and I'm gonna run over to that hallway, peek around the corner, and pop off a dart.
I mean, you could just see him. He's standing right in the stairwell.
Suck on this, globalist.
Okay.
21.
It's going to hit.
That's right.
How fast
What-
does that dart take effect?
Let's see. I don't know. 30 seconds?
Okay. Jeez, that guy's starting to get drowsy. Let's do a save.
I made that up.
He's doing okay with his save.
Dart
in your neck, man. Whoa. 3 darts is too much. Hello, Steven.
Low.
Okay. He just collapses into a heap in the stairwell and doesn't fall over the railing and die while he gets clumsy. So he's collapsed into the corner, and you just hear as the gun clatters to the ground. The police are like, "Who the fuck are you guys?"
We are the guardians of the community.
What?
We were sent by the military, you fucks.
Oh, okay.
Here's the
want to
important
talk-
thing. You ever heard of UFOs? You ever heard of UFOs? Cops?
I mean, yeah,
UFOs?
I've heard of UFOs.
Not UFOs. Demons. Every single one of them, demons. And
These
we're
are
the
all
guys
demons?
who fight them.
So
The
we should go-
UFOs are.
Wait,
This is unrelated. But we fight UFO demons, and this
You
is
fight
this is a
alien
little side
demons.
hustle. Yeah, these are guys that serve the alien demons in one way or another,
Roll deception.
allegedly. But we have to take them in for questioning. And what's this? Right, like look, let me show you my ID here, and I pull an amnestic syringe out of my pocket. Just start
All for it.
necking them.
All right.
I want to talk to you today about something that's been whispered in the halls of powers. Talked about hushed tones among the elite. As he's stabbing each one of them in the back.
Roll sleight of hand to stab with needle.
All right.
But rarely brought to the light of day. I'm talking about the idea of shadow government.
17.
Okay.
What if the shadow government?
So basically, you start to slip a needle out of your pocket, and from unknown places, a spotlight sort of centers itself onto Glenn Hudson as he starts rambling on about whatever it is
I
he's
got
about
so
to ramble
much
on.
more.
Sure, go ahead.
What? I mean, like, how would a shadow government even work, Glenn?
Now, some of you might be thinking, what is a shadow government?
Yeah, I'm asking
Well,
that question.
let me tell you, it is a new conspiracy theory. It is reality. It is not a new conspiracy theory. It is a reality.
was a
hidden
lie.
force that pulls for the strings behind every scene, away from the prying eyes of the American public.
So while he's doing this,
Folks, we've all
cops-
had phases draining the swamp. That sounds good, doesn't it?
sounds like
This-
so like
oh
they're,
my God,
they're
this is like-
literally just transfixed on. He's like frothing. There's just spit flying out of his mouth, and Alex Stones easily just walks up to each one and just pokes each with a needle, and they just collapse.
And while they're collapsed, Mo Rogan is gonna iron a patch onto each of them, onto their shoulders.
Okay.
It's a little frog patch.
Okay. Sure.
You've been croaked.
You take the time
Yeah.
to put frog patches on.
And when they wake up, we're gonna let them know that they're soldiers for America.
Okay.
See, the
continue
frog
to
is the
hear
symbol
gunfire.
of the struggle against the demon UFOs.
Downstairs.
What you don't understand is that these are not UFOs. but biblical demons.
Sure. Are you going downstairs?
You know what frogs hate? Flies. You know what flies are? Fucking demons, dude. Yeah, we're going
I
downstairs.
don't know how much more we have to explain this.
Behind our brainwashed police force
Okay.
of 40 men.
They're all asleep. Alex Stone's hit them with
Fucking wake up.
amnestics. They're going to be out for a while.
Wake up.
I'm going to go down the stairs.
Okay.
All right.
As
But
you're,
also,
Two by one formation. Go.
I'm going to put one of the cultist
cuffing 'em up.
robes on.
Oh, good idea.
you're going to put one of the cultist robes on?
Yeah.
Cuffing them up.
So, as you're going down the stairs, it sounds like the gunfire kind of stops. You get to the bottom of the stairs, and you see there's a couple of cops left. There's bodies all over the place. Cops, cultists, whatever. Roll stealth.
That one's dead. Yeah, this one's pretty good.
We all have to roll stealth. Right?
No.
Just
You
Just
went.
me.
We're
Well,
still
no, all
upstairs.
three of you. Yeah.
Okay.
15.
15.
16.
Okay.
But I'm not wearing a robe.
He's not wearing anything.
They don't hear you come down the stairs.
Also, I picked up one of the cops' badges.
Okay. And so, like, they're literally hands on hip, breathing heavily. You can see, like, there's blood rolling down the sleeve of one of
Fuck,
the
I need
cops.
a donut.
Another one's laying up next to a barrel, just clutching his guts, blood rolling out. Oh, God, he got me. Oh, he got me good.
Oh, I could use a beef sandwich.
Oh, I was a week away from retirement. Oh, God. So, yeah, what are you guys doing?
You guys, kill all those robe fucks, or what?
They turn around. They're like, ah, there's one of them right there.
No. He's
point
undercover.
guns right
He's
at the-
undercover. I show him my badge.
Oh,
Why would that blow my stealth when he's the one talking?
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hands on your head, not your hips.
Yeah.
Recovery position.
Oh, God. Where's you? Are
help
you
you
back
regain
up?
your,
What are you- army? What? What are you
No,
doing?
but I do have healing powers.
What?
Yeah.
You have healing power.
Yeah, you have to take this, what is it? DMA? MDM? What the fuck's, what's the
Yeah,
fuck?
DMT.
DMT.
It's
Yeah.
DMX.
I have some healing power of DMX to give to you.
What?
Yeah. I inject him with some DMT.
And then?
He hallucinates.
Which one? The one that's
The one that's
holding his
dying.
guts?
Yeah.
All right, so his pupils get real wide. He's like, oh.
He probably was already having it, though. Naturally.
Sure.
Talk to him about the engineers.
He dies pretty
Yeah, do
quickly.
you see the engineers?
What are you talking about?
Tell me about the giant spacemen.
The elvish engineers that come out when you're on DMT.
You're talking
White
about
guys, about 9 feet tall.
You're talking about the pig?
350 pounds of muscle.
Yes, tell us about the pig.
And he points, and you see in the distance in the basement of this is about a
A demon.
30-foot tall
It's a demon.
metal pig with where the snout is, it looks like it's the entrance to a furnace, and you just see fire crackling at it and like two glowing eyes. It's just a big metal pig, like statues, just sitting
Get a
there.
little deja vu here, if I'm honest.
Is this the one that makes you tell the truth and shit?
No, that's a bull.
Yeah.
Well,
We only have one of them alive.
One cultist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name and rank?
Me?
Yeah.
Captain O'Leary.
The cultist.
He's asleep.
Wake him the fuck up.
well hold
Captain
on. Let's make sure all these officers are okay for stab him in the neck with a dart.
Remember, the badge that you wear is not just a symbol of authority. It is a symbol of trust. It is representative of the confidence that the community places in you.
The SCP
Sounds like
Foundation
bullshit.
rolls up and takes the cops out so they can wake up someplace else and not remember anything that just happened. They also whisk away the cultist so that you're not interrogating him right there in the building.
And did we wheel out the cranky hog or what?
It's very, very large.
So we cut a hole in the ceiling.
What, to crane it out?
Yeah, crane out the crank.
Space lasers.
You could try.
Have you heard about these space
Yeah,
lasers?
We cut a hole in the roof
Okay.
with a space laser.
Not with a space laser.
With the tungsten rods from the
That's
satellite.
you and your tungsten rods. Everything's solved by
He's a
tungsten rods.
DMT engineer. Everything revolves around the rod.
His
Gotta
dad
crank
owns a
that
tungsten.
rod.
I'm a rodman.
His dad owns a tungsten mine. That's why he's
Tony
always trying.
Rodman.
That's right.
I may dress like a lady, but I am a rodman.
Okay. So you're cutting a hole in the ceiling to try and take the pig out.
You know what? We could just bring some researchers in here,
Job's done.
lock it down.
Let's go get on AM radio, boys.
It's true. So some researchers go in, and this pig does not appear to be attached to any particular heat source, but the fire's always burning. When the cultist comes to, back at base, it basically reaches out and grabs the closest person and says, "Do whatever it says. Do whatever it says, or your fate will be way worse if you didn't."
Hey, please don't touch me.
He dies.
Okay. Oh.
Immediately dies.
Wow.
Any of you researchers that happen to be near the pig, there's a little slit on the left flank of the pig, and a little piece of paper shoots out of the slit, lands on the ground.
Do we have a D class that can grab that?
You do have D class, sure.
I'm just gonna go over there and get it myself.
Okay. You pick it up.
Stacy?
Looks like a piece of scrap paper.
I'm gonna read it.
It says,
Anyway, my name's Glanston. It's nice to meet you.
Glenn Stannenstice?
"A flock of my own, satisfied." That's what it says. And as you read that note, that is where we're going to take a break.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's me, Philip D., coming into you in this middle of this episode to talk about patreon.com/Botched Podcast. That's right. Botched Podcast Patreon. We've been talking about it for almost 10 years now, which means that there's almost 10 years worth of content over there at Patreon. It's $5 a month. It's cheaper than my Starbucks order. It can get you 10 years worth of bonus material. What's that stuff sound like? Well, let's take a listen.
And we're back. All right. So your research team has been set up here in this factory. And you notice before too long, another note gets spit out. Sign. And the note reads, "The metal teeth that endlessly turn. Period. 1 week."
I give it to someone smarter than me.
Okay.
All right. What does it say? Excuse me.
The metal teeth that
Metal
endlessly
grind
turn.
teeth.
Yeah.
It's a clock.
I mean,
It wants a clock?
gears.
It's a clock.
You're in a
It's
factory.
gears.
Are you sure it's not a meat grinder?
It's a clock.
You're on the right track. Do you want to roll intelligence to get a little warmer?
Crit 20, bitch.
19.
Metal teeth. What are in a clock that have metal
I
teeth?
already said
Gears.
Gears.
Did you? I didn't hear you.
I did.
I think my brain
Nobody
just filters
listens
out
to
that
Glanston.
fucking shit
Nobody
voice.
listens to Glanston.
Hey,
Even
who's
my-
the
at
lead
your PhD
researcher on this site, by the way?
Glanston.
Glanston.
Yeah, but only
Yeah.
metal
Good.
teeth, only gears in a clock would endlessly turn.
Sure. So what are you doing with these gears?
Grinding
I'm
them.
gonna grind them. Put our little tootsies on them.
Grinding gears. You're just grinding gears, all right?
We're gonna turn the gears.
Grind them gears.
We're gonna-
Are there fucking gears in this pig or what?
No, the pig is like a metal statue with what appears to be like an ever-burning fire inside of its mouth.
burn
hole.
the
It
gears
just has
in
a,
the-
just
in
has
the
a mouth hole
furnace.
and then a slit for paper to pop out.
So
We
we give it
burned-
some gears.
Yeah, give
From a clock on the wall. The time clock.
Sure.
The time clock of the communist fucking
Sure.
workers.
Okay. You throw gears in there.
Yeah.
The flame looks like it heats up a little bit, and you hear sounds like gnashing and grinding and crunching of metal.
Like teeth.
And then,
Gear teeth.
not very long after that, another
Grab it.
piece of paper shoots up.
I open it up and I read it to everybody.
The metal of this suffocating prison.
The metal of this suffocating prison.
I get the Statue of Liberty's crown to throw it in
There's a
there.
prison.
America's the prison.
the metal of what?
This
The metal of
suffocating
this suffocating prison.
piece of the pig itself?
No, that's a stupid idea.
You're
You're stupid.
a strut from ow.
Use your brain
Glanston
better.
is the most aggressive of
Dr.
the researchers.
Glanston.
Right underneath a Montauk, you got Glanston is
Get
the
your
most aggressive.
foot out of your ass.
What about a piece of the wall, Dr.
How is
Glanston?
that metal? You
I mean,
fuck.
there is metal pieces. There's beams and
I'm
Pieces
gonna
of
cut off a
wall.
piece of the unscrew a piece of the beam,
okay,
the wall, and throw it in there.
okay. Throw some metal in there. You hear again crunching metal noises for about 2 minutes, getting ahead of yourself, Mr. Paper Catcher.
I got my butterfly net ready.
You sat at the front of the class. You were the teacher's assistant, I could tell.
That's why I'm in charge.
So there is crunching metal for 2 minutes and 3 seconds, at which point, about 3 hours later, you notice that all of the gears in the entire factory undergo rapid oxidation and start to rust.
Huh.
And then another.
Butterfly net.
You catch it, a fucking piece of paper.
I read it out to everybody.
Oil to slicken my frozen joints.
I feel like we're building a robot demon inside here.
I mean, you throw things into the furnace, you don't see them again after that, so.
Seems good. Oil to slicken my what?
Frozen joints.
So is there an oil can in this factory?
You can, I mean, you're also the SCP Foundation. You can get
I'm gonna oil its fucking joints.
I feel like we're feeding into a trap.
Tin Man.
So, with all the directives, so there's no joints per se. You would guess based off of everything that's happened so far, everything it asks for, it wants you to put it in its mouth.
I roll a joint of tar and throw it in there.
What is it?
A tar joint. I make a joint.
What is
and
that?
I roll it up.
What is it? A tar joint.
I use tar.
Okay.
He doesn't do drugs.
You don't do drugs.
Okay, never mind.
He doesn't know the
But
concept
you can throw
of
drugs in there if you
marijuana.
want.
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
I just want to say real quick, everyone, I don't feel like we're on the right track.
Why don't you disobey it? See what happens.
Voice and head Anthony Cumsock, SCP researcher here. I'm gonna throw a quart of olive oil into the pig's mouth in the fire and make sure it cause a nice big thick grease fire.
So you toss the oil in, and almost instantaneously, it shoots back out at you and covers your face in. Well, roll dex save.
Burning oil
What about pizza grease?
for your stupidity.
14.
Dr. Cumsock.
You don't dodge in time, and your face is covered in molten olive oil.
Oh no!
It burns
This is-
profusely, and your face is like the pizza guy from the Pizza. It's Pizza Hut.
I push him down.
Exactly what I didn't want to happen.
I push him on the ground and get towels and cover his face.
Okay.
And smother that out.
Let's see, hold on. I have to find Steve so I can send him a note.
Cumsock, it's used to have fun with all of your fans.
Dr. Sockenstein.
We love to sock you, Sockenstein. Your socks are the best.
Okay.
I find like a
Well, while after that happened, another note gets spit out. It says the exact same thing.
I throw it in the fire.
Oil to
Oh,
slicken
that
my
was
frozen
dumb.
joints.
he threw the note.
You throw
in
the
fire.
note in the fire?
And I run away.
Okay.
Gentlemen, we have to find some oil that will satiate the pig. Now I've put some bandages on my face.
Get some
You
donut
get
oil.
really terrible heartburn, like excruciatingly painful heartburn that's just
You
obnoxious.
should drink more vodka.
Why would it be?
And then a piece of paper shoots out of the pig that says the same thing as the last
And I
two.
use a fan and I blow it in the fire.
Dr. Spunky.
You get horrible burning diarrhea.
It's Dr. Anthony Cumsock.
I don't know. I'm Dr. Spunk.
Oh,
Dr. Spunky.
I couldn't see you because my eyes are covered in boiling oil.
I just go get some machine oil
Okay.
from this factory
Okay.
and put it in the mouth of the pig.
All right. You hear a low gurgling sound for 38 minutes.
Guzzle it down, boy.
At the end of the 38 minutes, remains of oil drums get expelled violently for 4 minutes from the mouth hole,
Butthole.
along with a large amount of rusted scrap iron and 2 domesticated pig femurs get expelled out of the mouth hole onto the ground. Pig femurs.
How they taste?
Toasted?
The pig femurs are toast.
Another note shoots out.
What's it say? I like this. This is a fun game.
I feel like we're not supposed to be doing this.
Flesh of my children, made in my image, made in flesh.
Are there...
Get me some pig crackling right now, damn it!
Is there a killing floor? Is there like a...
It's a retired meatpacking facility, so there's
there one-
no live
Bring
animals in it
some
right now.
pork boys in here. Slit their throats, cut them up, throw them in.
Wait, there's cops right there.
No.
Those weren't made in his image. So
We
you're
already got
killing the
them out
pigs
of
first?
here.
No, we just go to the... we send for the local butcher for ground pork.
No. We need a full pig.
He said it molded into his image.
No, he said
Right.
flesh of my children, made in my image, made in flesh.
Okay, we need pork meat molded into the shape of a pig.
That's what
He's a
so
pig.
I want ground
Okay,
pig.
all
I want
right,
ground pork
all right.
Okay,
and a sculptor.
so you're gonna sculpt pig
I'm
meat
calling
into
for a sculptor.
pig.
I can
Yeah,
do it.
exactly.
I know how to
Did you go to art school? I'm sorry. Do you have a minor
Roll
in art?
survival
Art?
to sculpt pig.
I'm gonna.
My major is in school, but my
He made a lot
minor
of
is in
butter
art.
sculptures.
I got a 16.
Two?
I got a 16.
Terrible. It's a
I
terrible
sculpt-
meat
Push it
sculpture.
I smash it and I sculpt a beautiful pig with a 16.
It's
God damn it, Doc.
uncanny how much it looks like. What are you doing with it?
I'm crushing it.
No. I stop him with a strength roll of a 16. Glance in. No. And I throw the beautiful pig in the fire.
The pig seems to pass through the flames as if it's not even being burned as it slides through.
I was gonna eat that.
And then eventually you just don't see it anymore because there's fire everywhere.
I want to go in there.
And then somehow, some way, you hear high-pitched pig squeals. And they cease after 25 seconds.
Hello, American.
And then for 47 minutes, you hear a low gurgling sound coming from the gut of the pig.
Why don't we crank this hog?
Yeah,
And then another
Can we
note.
crank this hog up? Oh, all
Come
right.
on, just crank it up.
There's no penis on the hog.
We'll just crank the whole
You
thing.
want to touch the burning furnace?
I put
What's the note say?
Note says, the hooks used to hang my children.
Ah, meat hooks from the
Yeah,
refrigeration thing.
I'll go get some meat hooks.
Yeah, we got it.
Right away.
I'm still good at solving this
Building
puzzle.
towards the apocalypse. Nobody's listening to Gladstone.
Can I?
You're the smartest boy.
It doesn't say not to hook Glance in with a meat hook and throw him in too.
It doesn't, but I mean, you know from experience that throwing the wrong thing in there seems
Oh,
to
you're right.
agitate
I'll just throw the meat hook in then.
the
Pig god.
furnace.
Yeah, the furnace god. Yeah.
All right.
Calcifer.
So you're tossing hooks in,
Yep.
okay? Are you guys like
I'm
waiting
going
and watching
home.
what's happening,
No.
or
Yeah, I'm watching.
I'm leaving.
okay?
Glance, Dr. Glanston.
This is bullshit. You're building towards the destruction of the world and you don't even say it.
Fucking stop me then.
Tristan, what's your character's name again?
Dr. Spunky.
Dr. Spunky. Yeah.
Roll me a dex save.
5.
Okay. A large, hot metal sphere is shot out of the mouth hole of the pig, hits you in the chest, and immediately kills you.
Melts my torso.
Well, I
But-
guess you weren't the goodest boy after all.
And I'm going to say that, Dr. Kumsock, you feel compelled to toss the corpse of whatever his name is, Spunky Sparky.
Dr. Spunky.
Dr. Spunky into the mouth of the pig.
Well, I'm just gonna put this right in here.
Okay.
Waste not.
Nice. That seems to make the flames get a little toastier. And then another note. Get spit out.
You call me a
I
fucking
read
pig?
it.
It says a canine. First I consume his best friend, then him.
Okay, well, he's already eaten the human. Now we need a puppy dog. You know any puppies?
Big black Newfoundland. Named Yoshi.
Yeah.
Dr. Glanston left before he was murdered.
Okay.
Dr. Glenn.
Steve.
God
Hi.
damn it.
Hi, yes, this is Doofy's Noofies on the phone. You've called? What's up?
I'm gonna go out. Yeah, hello. Yes, yes.
You called me. You called me.
Yes, give me a Newfoundland puppy, please.
That'll be
4 years old,
$35.
halfway to death's door. How many dollars?
35.
$35?
Yep.
Are you out of your... You know what?
You wanna
Fine.
afford- you know how much trading goes
Fine.
for a 4-year-old Newfoundland?
Bring the Newfoundland to this address
The
in Chicago.
meatpacking facility.
Yeah, okay, I'll bring Yoshi to the meatpacking facility.
I'll have the money
cash.
ready.
Okay, how will I recognize you?
I will be there.
What do you look like?
I'll be the one, say, with a sign that says, bring puppy.
Okay, because I'll be the guy with the dog, so you'll be able to identify me.
We will know each other by the marks of our penises.
You're very weird. I hope it's $40 now.
What?
Yeah, you're fucking weird.
Fine.
I think you're gonna eat my dog.
I'm not going to eat that dog.
$50.
I swear on my mumsy wumsy.
$60?
What? No.
No.
You're
okay,
pushing your luck.
goodbye.
Bring the dog.
I hang up.
God damn, I go find a fucking dog in the backyard of the slaughterhouse. Which is surely they're stray dogs or something.
You see that, sort of meandering around, you find an emaciated German Shepherd dog.
That's my friend.
With a homeless man.
Do you want to come home with me?
The world is our home. Why, where would you be taking us?
Oh, we're going to the basement where it's warm and there's meat.
I haven't had the pleasure of having warm meat in my mouth in many years.
Doctor comes
Well,
up, by the way,
tonight,
has like
yes.
deep dark circles under his eyes.
I'm
I look like
blind.
Liam
Oh, you're
Neeson
blind.
in Darkman. I'm covered in bandages, actually, because I have birds all over
You
my
sound
face.
like Liam Neeson's. All right, I'll follow you wherever your voice takes me, friend. Yes, that's right. And I grabbed the leash of my emaciated dog and drag it down the stairs with me.
Sure. The dog seems to not really be interested.
I don't speak
But all
dog.
of a sudden, there's a whole bunch of scientists who are all helping you carry your dog towards where it's warm.
I believe you. Since I'm blind, I can't tell.
Yeah. The next thing you feel is a bullet ripping through your skull as they
We
take
don't
your
waste
dog.
bullets. We use one of those cattle hammers.
Sure.
Here, please look at the camera.
Who was that? I thought you were my friend, Dudley.
That's
Why
nice.
would you
Face
hit
the
me with
wall,
the hammers?
please.
You're a bad dog, Dudley. You're a bad dog. Using
a
your
dead dog.
paws to hold a hammer to hit me in the back of the head. I hope something terrible happens to you. You're the worst dog I've ever seen. You're the terrible devil.
How long is it
Why?
going to take this homeless man to die?
I've only
time.
been hit once.
You must
I'm
call it,
from
sir.
World War One.
Call. You must.
I
call.
didn't hear no
I
bell.
I flipped a coin, sir. You must call it.
Tails.
Hi.
It was heads. Yipe, yipe, yipe. The German Shepherd that is emaciated.
You guys toss it into the furnace?
By the tail.
The man first and then the dog.
Yeah.
It already was fed a man. It's time
But
to feed
no.
the dog.
His best friend.
Yeah.
So the man first and then the dog.
Okay. So you hear yelping for 27 straight minutes
That's awful.
from this dog.
Yeah, I record all of it
Painful
too.
yelps.
I record it,
And
on
then
a
the
tape
dog
to tape.
gets spit back out.
The dog is alive?
Yeah. And it's covered in
God.
burns
He's
and just
still alive.
It's a rough shape.
Who's a good boy, Dudley?
55
Who's
minutes
a good
later, it looks like there are 7 projectiles launched at high speeds out of the mouth. Upon closer inspection, they are 7 teeth, 6 dog molars, and one human canine.
Weird.
It's a human canine, like hybrid. Oh, two.
Canine.
yeah, yeah. Like in the metal.
It's a dog man.
It's your dog, man.
A dog soldier, if you will.
Like in the Full Metal Alchemist episode.
Have you seen the video of the cosplayer?
No,
The
but
little
that's
girl
someone's
cosplayer?
dark.
So someone cosplays as the guy that kills stuff, and then there's a
dad.
little girl dressed as the dog with the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an anime convention. And
Okay,
someone's
Yeah.
on the ground.
So they,
She's
and,
like,
and then they have sex.
no. The chick on the ground's like, no. And she just goes, Edward.
Yeah.
I don't watch anime. I don't understand your references.
Sure.
But I understand it.
Okay. Another
It's an old
note
one.
gets spit out.
Is Castlevania an anime? That's the anime I
Technically,
like.
It's
It is.
2 different animes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's good.
It does have 2. I haven't
first
seen the
one's good.
second one.
I grabbed the note.
Second one's fun.
Yes.
Who are you?
Everyone wanted
Dr.
to see
Peter
Hector adapted
Peter
to
Capaldi.
anime.
Yeah. I got my sunglasses on. Oh, isn't he Scottish?
No?
I'm Peter Capaldi.
He's not
Peter
Scottish.
Capaldi is Scottish.
I'm
Peter
in a punk
Capaldi
band.
is Scottish,
Is
you
he?
I'll
fucking
beat your
loser.
ass,
I
fucker.
thought Tenet was Scottish.
Yes, all the good ones are Scottish. You got it.
I'm Peter Capaldi. No.
It's Irish, you fucking.
Yeah, it's Irish.
It's a shitty Irish.
Hi, I'm drunk.
All right, the note says a worker for the line.
Oh, that's easy. The union representative for this region.
I mean, you do also have an unlimited supply, almost unlimited supply.
No,
Get
we
one of
gotta
them
bust this union.
D-class.
D-class.
Yeah, and I grab it by the tail and throw it in.
Okay, throw him in.
The D-class by the tail.
Yep.
You hear 4 seconds of crunching noises,
Boogie to it.
and then he screams for 2 hours
Was he in dog jail? He had a tail.
nonstop. After the 2 hours of screaming,
Get my groove on.
34 minutes later, a liquid is expelled from the mouth
I
hole
drink
of
it.
the pig. Okay. Roll con save. It's like a greenish yellowish liquid.
3.
You vomit.
Natural
and
20.
By the way, after every experiment, everything's sent back to the site
I just had a sip.
and whatnot. Sure. You also notice that there is rust leaking from all of the various parts of this SCP.
We defeated this pig. Yes, high five.
I'm gonna call the foundation.
That lasts for 46 minutes.
The rust?
Yeah.
And then?
It stops leaking rust.
Does it give us a note?
Are you guys doing anything with the liquid back at the research facility?
Yeah, we're making martinis with it, you dumb fuck. Yeah, we're putting it through all these kinds of tests.
It's called a Rustolium.
I'm Peter Capaldi.
We use a
got two
eyedropper.
Peter fucking Capaldi.
I got a fucking guy.
I was Doctor Who.
Doctor what, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Not actually the worst Doctor Who.
So,
Yeah.
We use an eyedropper to put it in the eyeball of a rat.
okay.
See what happens.
The rat doesn't like it. If you run any other normal tests on it, though,
We look at the.
it comes back as a mixture of human blood, pig piss, and machine oil.
Thank God we found that out.
If you do more genetic testing, the genetic match to the blood is Dr. Glanston.
Glanston?
Yeah.
That fucking asshole?
Glanston.
I thought he died.
No,
He
he's
ran
still
away?
alive.
He's still alive.
Dr. Glanston, get the fuck in here.
I don't want to come in.
Why does that metal fucking pig have your DNA all through it?
I mean,
You fuck that pig?
I was curious.
Did you fuck that pig?
I was curious. You know, after a couple glasses of wine.
You were the
Cliff,
researcher assigned to that pig and you fucked it?
Well, it gets really lonely in pig hell.
This is going up to the board.
And I threw a cup of blood in there that I found. In my stool.
Okay.
Lieutenant Commander Moose, do you have something to rail this guy out with?
I've got a rail.
Yeah. Don't
Fucking hit him in the
rail
face. I'll turn off the camera.
I run away.
They send you back to the pig facility.
What?
Yeah.
I don't want to go
Too
in
bad. You're
there.
the site.
You're the fucking
Really-
pig expert now.
Ah, welcome
you
back
fucked
to Piglandia. I now have like crimson robes on, and I'm wearing like a pig snout crown.
Sure.
We must appease the pig, our lord.
Another note. Pops up.
Let's see what he has to say to us today.
A youth to grow in the factories.
No.
Does
A
Dr.
youth?
Glanston have a child?
A youth.
Papa, you took me to work today?
Glanston does not have children.
Glanston, bring
No
me a
one's fucking
child.
7 children.
Daddy, I'm your middle child.
I'm gonna go outside real quick and find a child.
I'm Glanston.
I
Find
run
me
away.
an urchin.
There's just MTF there, like, you get back in there and do your
A
job.
loveless
Go back
urchin.
and do
No
your
one
job,
will
Glanston.
miss him.
It's me.
Fine.
It's me, baby Flanston. I
grabbed-
joined you to work today.
I grab Flanston by the tail and I bring him in the basement.
Why did you tape a tail to my
It's his
pants?
front tail.
Ow!
I'm gonna twist it.
And I throw him on the ground in front of Dr. Cumsock.
Daddy!
There's your child. Dispose of it.
Daddy, no! I'm sorry, my hog is so big.
You're dead to me.
You're dead. I can tell by the size of your wiener that you're not mine anyway.
I'll kill you only 2. So, Dr. Comstock, what do you do with this child?
Tripod.
What?
But that's his name.
Flanson
I
tripod.
cover him in dirt and
Trust-
seeds and throw him in the pig's mouth.
Okay. What happens next, unfortunately, is redacted. But a note pops out not too long afterwards. Fuel for my internally burning fire.
Coal?
Some gas.
Everything's
Get some
gasoline with you guys.
Gasoline.
How do you fuel a furnace, typically?
Coal. I'm smart.
Bellows.
Bellows.
Brian
Bellows
Bellows.
Lugosi. My name's Bellows Lugosi, and I'm here to give you coal. All right,
Because
so
you've been banned.
you're throwing
on
coal
the
in there?
naughty list.
Now, are you guys personally throwing coal in, or are you having one of the other
Glance is
researchers that
throwing
are here
coal in
doing
I'm
it?
just taking 3-point shots with it.
From so far away.
From really far
Yeah,
away?
he's making like skill shot
So
videos out of it.
Roll athletics or dexterity to try
I'm
and
known
far
for
away
being
shot.
an athletic guy.
What's your athletics score?
Giant penis.
-1.
That's a crit fail. I rolled a 1.
You,
Oh, my shoulder.
like Kenny Pickett in that one football game that he was in this year where he throws it straight down into the ground and then falls forward. You fall forwards.
I'm 40 feet away.
Yeah, you keep stumbling forward
That's not how
towards
it
it.
works.
You botched. You keep stumbling forward and you're like,
What'd you
I'm a
roll
cool
on a
guy.
D100?
I'm gonna catch
Yeah,
my
what'd you
balance.
roll?
A 77.
It's
pretty
not
bad.
kill
I
worthy.
didn't say you did.
Yeah, you damn
You
did.
stumble forward about 30 feet, so you're about 10 feet away.
I heard it happen.
And you kind of let go of the coal and it bounces around and it happens to go in the mouth of the pig.
Nailed it.
And fire
What I
explodes out of the pig, burning half of your face.
proud.
Well done, Doctor.
Burns all the top of your
Oh
face.
no! I'm on my back.
Ah, the
straight line.
Lord has blessed you with his mark, like me.
And it
he
burns your
melt-
dick all the way off.
How am I
Dick
gonna
and
get
his
You
nose are
weren't
like melted
using
off.
that anyway, you
I
little
look like
weirdo.
Walter
Skeletor.
Goggins.
What about his nipples?
It was
Best
right down the
feature.
chest. So
Don't
he's
tell
got
no.
Just
got
his
a-
breastbone is
yeah,
singed.
whole thing right down
That's
the
my
middle.
best attribute with my nipples.
So the whole middle of
still
your
there.
face is burned.
How am I gonna get laid now?
Never. It's not
Your
gonna happen.
personality.
I have a wonderful
Personality.
personality.
Another note pops out.
I go home. I need to lick my
The
wounds.
MTF.
Does somebody
Push you
else
back
pick
to
up the
work.
note?
Oh, yes,
Dr.
I'm
Tommy
picking
Boy.
up the note. He's busy patting his recently burned face. and
It says the false.
burned wiener.
It says the false foreman delivered to my maw to prove your faith.
False foreman.
Who's the false foreman of this factory?
Is it?
Who's in charge of this factory?
I pick Comstock up and I throw him in.
You could try.
He wants me.
I
He
crit
my
fail.
lord wants me. I allow him to do it.
Okay, I just pick him up and throw him in.
Intelligence. Everybody intelligence. I botched.
I got
Yeah, as the
12.
MTF squad, I botched.
Good job.
Seems right.
Intelligence, I rolled a 19.
Comstock, you're not the site director for this facility. It's Glanston.
Glanston, get in that pig right
dingus.
now, you fool.
Why would you do that to me, voice in
I hate
You're
Glanston.
a cruel god.
God yells back, I hate you.
I run
You were a
away.
mistake.
The big gun says,
I'm
mistake.
gonna be back. You'll see.
So he's
I'll
running
get
away.
You gadget.
What are you
I
guys
run.
doing?
I throw whatever metal object I can reach at his feet to trip him up.
wrench.
Okay, roll strength or dex attack to try and hit him in the ankles with a wrench.
12.
It's a nice die
I mean,
count.
that technically
I
works.
got 7.
Okay.
I doubt Glanston has an AC above 10.
No. Glancing gets hit in the ankles with a wrench.
And they both
shatter, and he falls down on his burnt face.
You've got that Samuel L. Jackson disease, haven't you, Glanston?
The rest of the researchers also move in towards Glanston to throw him in the fire.
One of us.
No!
One of
I have
us.
to run more track.
For the pig god. Throw the man with no dick.
Pig for the pig god.
That's right. Pig for the pig god.
Put a little pig nose on him.
Yeah, you just strap it on because he doesn't have a real nose anymore.
I start a mighty duck's cheer. Oink. Oink, 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 and we throw him into the pig.
Squeal for your dinner, piggy.
Squeal for your god.
One last chance and Dick's on it.
He grabs the little
Good luck.
Let's go. He botched.
I critically failed.
Just shits himself.
God damn it, Glanston!
You try to get out of the way, and instead you just hit your forehead in the entrance of the pig mouth
Goes
and crumple harder into the mouth.
No!
Far away, Glanston's twin brother, Glanston, senses a disturbance and starts making his way towards the SCP Foundation.
You
Here for my
guys,
brother's things.
I should say, you hear screaming for 4 minutes and 17 seconds before it finally goes
Very
quiet.
precise.
Back
Comfortable.
at the SCP Foundation, you guys are still getting notes from this research facility, even them saying like, "Oh yeah, we threw Glanston into the furnace."
I don't think this thing is working out the way we thought it would.
Doctor, I think these guys have flipped their wigs, and we might need to go in there, kill them all, rope off the whole place.
and contain that fucking pig factory.
Yeah, I mean, what did that one cultist say? Keep doing whatever it tells you to do, and it's
That's
just,
what a cultist would say.
you know what it is? It's a cultist factory. Anybody who gets in there just gets turned into a cultist. It's like a cultist multiplication machine.
Sure. All right. So who's the
Colton Ale.
You sent in an MTF to deal with this?
Well, yeah, we're just gonna send the boys back in
Same
this
ones?
time
Okay.
with real guns.
Oh, good.
Fucking shoot everybody and rope that shit off.
You guys go back, and you notice that this time inside the factory, it is pitch black. Total
Well-
darkness.
Luckily, we've got these things called flashlights, and you know what? The shadow government hates it's to be cast in the light, which doesn't make much sense because shadow can't exist without light. But if you don't think about it too much, it makes perfect sense by super male vitality.
You guys notice as soon as you enter into the factory, you feel as though you're being watched. And you try and click on the flashlights, and nothing happens. They sort of fizzle out.
Is it Yoda? Is Yoda there?
Maybe. Could be.
Yoda, are you here?
Now, you know that this building does have a fuse box, so that might be a way to do it. Or you could just go back to where you were before
Yeah.
and see what's going on.
Can I use the memory of the floor plan that we already studied, and then I lead us through the darkness to the stairwell where we've already been?
Okay. So you make your way towards the stairwell, or what you think is the stairwell.
Night vision goggles.
Not a thing yet?
I think they are.
Gotta be.
I'm pretty sure they are. They're
pretty
Gen
sure
1.
they
They're not great. Night vision goggles. Because they debuted in Vietnam.
or before that?
Well, yeah, but we're not in a major military action right now, smartass.
Not mass produced.
NVDs.
Says after World War II.
Yeah, I thought they were in the 50s after World War II.
Yeah.
That's
But in
weird.
Russia.
Successful
Well-
test German military in 1945.
Okay.
And we're a worldwide foundation, so we put that on.
Okay.
Little-
You put those on, and it's a little distorted. You can kind of make things out, but it's not super clear. As you get towards where the stairwell is, roll perception checks for me.
13.
21.
Great.
Natural 1.
Okay.
That's
He's
a
got
botch.
Okay, rolling real shit for the botch. Your nose is stuffed up, other MTF, but Glenn, and especially Glenn, but also a little bit Rogan, you guys smell piss. Like a lot. Like it's heavy.
What kind of piss?
Human?
I'm an
American
insert on
piss?
piss.
Okay.
Normally I'll be shoveling out shit, but I know how to
Sure.
intake some piss as well.
It
Thinking
cures
it's
you.
human piss.
Okay.
You're smelling it a lot, but also you happen to notice that you've been walking through something wet.
Mm-hmm.
You glance down and you're walking through about a 3 or 4 inch deep puddle of piss.
That's odd.
You also hear a dripping noise. You glance up and you see a large, fleshy growth on the ceiling that is literally just
Is it
piss coming out.
giant
of it.
hog?
No,
Big
it's
old
not.
hog.
It's not. It doesn't look like anything. It looks like basically a big asshole on the ceiling, and it's just got piss coming out of it.
I don't know
He
what a
is
big
stored in the
asshole
butt.
looks like.
I'll let
And
me show
if
you.
we go downstairs?
Okay, so if you head down into the basement, it's all quiet. By the way, you don't.
We don't have to
fire?
swim down there?
No.
I brought my
Okay.
kayak just
So
in
it's
case.
It's like 3 inches of piss on the first floor, but in
Yeah.
the basement, there's nothing? Okay.
Yeah.
Just check it.
As you go further down the stairs, you feel more and more. Everybody roll sanity checks for me.
Feel more and more pissy.
That's right. So pissy.
Mo Rogan botches with his sanity score. So technically a 3. Piss for the
You see-
piss god.
You got to steel yourself. You got to steel yourself against the demons, okay? Because the demons, they put out this evil psychic energy that attacks your
Oh.
faith.
Should I have
and
drank
that's
the
why
piss
I
first?
rolled a 17.
Okay.
16.
Okay. You two are you feel as though something is compressing your heads a little bit, but you look around and Mo Rogan's not there.
He's drinking the piss.
Mo,
You don't see him.
how can we be Rogan's heroes without Mo?
But you do hear screaming down a... Basically, as you go down these stairs, there are like little offshoots, and you hear screaming down one of these little hallway side offshoots.
Is it easy to tell which hallway he was taken down?
If he was taken, yeah. But yeah, you could tell where he is. It's literally the only thing you could hear is his screaming.
I cautiously follow it.
Okay. If you go that way, you find him crumpled up on the floor, and all of his limbs are like shattered.
They turned him into a volleyball.
Kinda. And he's bleeding out of his ears, and he's just screaming and has no idea where he is or what happened.
You'll be fine, big guy.
Mo Rogan, don't talk to me like that.
That's how he normally sounds.
You want to go do some jujitsu?
His
You wanna
legs
go
and
do
arms
some
are both
jujitsu?
broken.
I have a friend named Teresa Taekwondo. She should be able to help you out.
Teresa Taekwondo.
Her great-grandfather invented karate.
All right, I'm gonna find some maybe some spare lead pipe, or maybe some 2x4s, and splint every one of his legs so he walks around like a
Roll medicine.
no elbow man.
Hold on. Why not just build him a cross and we'll crucify him and bring him?
We could build him a travois.
Ting, ting. The only way to fight religion is with religion. Ting.
If there's one thing I know these cultists are scared of, it's the power of the Holy Christ themselves.
I rolled a 12, but I'd like to say this is technically an engineering check.
Okay.
I help.
You just kind of strap pipes to him. and like he's just bending around his arms.
12.
Yeah, but he's not bending anymore. Now he's all
Just
straight.
loose. You know, like you feel the bones just moving around in the soup that is his arm.
We have to reset
Well,
them
I
so they
attach
heal correctly.
more ties until it's straight.
Roll intelligence.
Drugs.
Ugh. I rolled a 4.
Okay.
The pain means it's working, bro.
What about you?
What about me?
Intelligence, dipshit.
It's a 15.
You think maybe it's probably best to leave him behind for now?
We don't
You
leave
come
him.
back for him after you deal with the rest of the
Is he on
situation.
his metal crucifix?
I mean, he
Let's-
just has a bunch of random pieces of metal strapped to his limbs.
Can I do a medicine check?
You could try.
It looks great.
Exactly.
I'm gonna put him in the stairwell so we know how to get there. We can always hear the crying
Sure.
sounds of
Sure.
a fellow compatriot in need.
Sure. So as you head further down into the basement, you see that in the distance you see the glow of the mouth of this pig. And again, the closer you get to this room, the more it feels like your heads are being compressed. But you also see there are a pile of bodies right in front of the pig. Roll perception.
It's all glanced in.
All glanced in.
22.
7.
Okay. 22 mostly.
We're back. We're back,
Yep,
guys.
We're back. You're back with the great perception rolls. As you get closer, you can tell from the light of the fire that all these bodies are exsanguinated. And there's one person not dead who's just like down on their knees, and then as you approach gets back up and slowly turns.
Back.
And they have like a pig snout attached to their head and like other little piggy things coming off of them. I mean, I could give you the script if you really want, Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, give him the script.
Is Doctor? Is that
Dr. Cumsock.
Dr. Cumsock?
Yeah.
Dr. Cumsock, is that you? Go ahead and send me the script, please.
Okay, hold on.
Whatever you think you can do to me, it's nothing. Nothing compared to what it can do. But yes, it's me, Anthony Cumsock. How are you? Is that Rogan's Heroes?
You goddamn better believe it.
Doc, I'm going to need you to sit down on your hands and not move ever again, or I'll shoot you in the face.
The doc has something sharp in his hand, and he starts to slowly move towards your group.
Doc.
I'm gonna try
I've been
to
sending you other lines.
I'm gonna try to shoot it out of his hand.
I took their oil to feed it, and I'll take yours too. You can't win. If you kill me, it wins. If you kill your enemy, they win. And you'll never let it win because you've had it so drilled into you that it's wrong.
What'd you roll?
A 19.
Okay. High, low.
Hi.
Great. So you fire off a shot, but you think it's right for the weapon. Instead, you hit him right in the middle of his head, and he dies. And he goes down.
Nice shot.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Oh, you accidentally gave him a T-zone shot?
I
Whoops.
mean,
You two notice, though,
Whoopsie Mozambique.
all of a sudden, a piece of paper flies out of the side. Well, he's the guy you just shot in the head is holding a piece of paper, and then a different piece of paper gets shot out of the side of the pig, and the fires dim until they go out.
I grabbed that piece of paper.
Which one? The one in the doc's hand, or the one that just got spit out?
Both of them.
Okay. If you look at the piece of
I
paper...
slap his hand.
Okay.
No. If you don't look at it, you can't not do what it says.
Well, then I guess we'll bring this back to the SCP Foundation and give
Roll
it to...
sanity check.
Fuck.
19.
16?
Okay. With 16, high, low.
I really like this character. Low.
You feel compelled to read the note that you picked out of the doctor's hand.
I shoot him in the head.
I run.
Okay.
14.
Yeah.
Okay, you shoot him in the head, he dies. You don't hear any screaming anymore from up the stairs either. It's quiet. You're the
I
only
radio in. Go ahead and secure the facility. We're done in here.
one. Okay. So as they wrap things up, they close off this facility without knowing what either of those two notes say. The SCP Foundation gets this all ready to go and designates this one as SCP-4511, otherwise known as the Swine God. Thanks so much for tuning in. Check us out next time.
This episode of Botched was brought to you by the Patreon producers: Big Jim, the Knocklord, Chronic, Skinner, B-Mail, Disgruntled Furniture, Chris Wisdom, Shinigami, Lost Limey, Jay Squeezy, Old Scabby Goose, and Old Toasty Bath. You want to support us? You can go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, TikTok, Reddit, Twitch, Blue Sky, wherever you think you want, at Botch Podcasts. Go to all of our favorite websites. Check us out. FreedomValleyHorsePaste.com, DigBlood.club, BuyTheseViagra's.com, LouisianaPocketGopher.com, DamnYouDennis.com, MeepsCreeps.com, PartyMormons.com, JungoGrande.com, ChugYourMilk.com, DaddyDennis.com, RaoulsMovingCastle.com, FleshDozer.com, MooshCoffee.com, WarMonkey.pizza, or our newest
website.
DicklessBears.com.
Remember this one.
Hey,
Dickless Bear singular.
DicklessBear.com.
Dickless Bear.
Are you attacking me, bro?
Is this really the time to bring up my lack of a penis? Rawr, rawr.
Or simply patreon.com/botchpodcast.
If you want to buy stuff.
Thank you to Tao Shi and the Mod Squad over in our Discord. Forging Winton, Shinigami, Daito, Goodfill, Bread, Captain Hygiene, and Spooky Tuna.
Love you, good Phil.
Head on over to iTunes, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to our show. Leave us a 5-star review, and Chunky will read it out on the program. Thank you to Gozer, featuring Lonnie from Forensic Polaroids for our theme. Find both those bands on Spotify. Thank you to Swan for album art. She's all over the internet at a swan named Emily. Send something to the show. P.O. Box 3178, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania 17325. And Tristan will open it up here on stream.
Face first.
Head on over to BigTittedMonkey.com and buy a t-shirt or stickers in our shop. Discord is now open and free, as the link is here in chat or in the show notes. And as always... Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you today about something that's growing more dangerous and more insidious by the day. It is the rise of cultists in our society. Now, when I say cultist, I don't mean the kind of people you might think of the small fringe group of outskirts of society. No, they are not your traditional out-of-sight, out-of-mind kind of cults. What I'm talking about is the U.S. government. Controlling you, brainwashing you, take down the FDA, take down society, take down the goblins that are in the House of Representatives.
No more fluoride.
Goblins.
Gay frogs, we'll see you next week, nerds. We salute you.
I think it's Shinigami. There's a lot.
Could be Big Jim. He had a couple
Big
thousand.
Jim.
Oh, shit.
5.
Just
you are
eat your
this
mouth.
episode.
Actually, it's tied.
Yeah, I think it's
We
tied.
have 2 episodes.
Biggie Jimmy.
Redacted.
Redacted.
Redacted. God damn it.
Redacted.
You can support each of us in our own little different ways. My first comic book has come out, and if you'd like to purchase it, you can head on over to www.hiveheadstudios.com, where you can even download a free sample of the book to see if it's something, up your alley. You can also support me over at patreon.com/hiveheadstudios. You can support Steve's stuff over at YouTube or TikTok or any of his other social media at He Who Is Steve. You can support Phil on Patreon or Twitch at Imaginary Nomad, and you can check out Chonky every so often on Twitch at Chonky_Kong.
He was in jail for butt stuff last week for both
no,
episodes.
guys, I was here. Don't get me wrong. As a scruffy, here, let's go through it. A mangy, fat,
Dirty,
Nuts and
stinky,
unemployed,
stinky is what
Sad.
you said, Steve.
Stinky.
He eats cigarettes to calm him down. Oh, fuck you! I watched it before I got here.
Also eats nuts and
God
bolts.
damn it!
And we thought it was
sad to
so
die is what you
funny.
said. You said too sad to die.
Dennis said that.
No,
But-
both of you.
But
I said
Literally, I
never say
you
something
said
I
like
said
that.
it in a
You
child's
said, oh,
voice.
shut the fuck up. You said that. You said wheezing. You said can't breathe. A fucking slob that has to go to in the shed. He's gonna go sleep in the shed.
That's why he ate
because
those
he's
nuts and
fucking
bolts.
disgusting. Jesus Christ! I go and support my kids' after-school activities, and I get ran through the fucking ringer.
That was
also,
funny.
you weren't too sad to
job.
die because you died.
Also, I like your haircut, Dennis.
Thank you. I appreciate
You're
it,
welcome.
sweet.
Oh, I didn't notice. I'm sorry.